Another day, another game, more rambling. What else is there? Dear Esther, that's what there is. We started on the coast. We made our way up these hills, away from the beaches, and now we return to the beaches. The possibilities. I take the high road for now. Wait. I take the low road for now. That's just how it is. All these funny little playthroughs, I'm just chilling. I work on lots of stuff. Regularly, each day, day in, day out. In the videos, it's a nice chill little break from it all. Even if there is action and puzzles and certain things. Thank God nothing in these. Just walking, thinking, seeing, exploring. That's all there is, baby. Now I'm having a damn good time. And I'm looking at a damn big freighter, I think. If I could crouch, I will. I don't think I can crouch.
That's fine. I had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic. Your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Rest in peace, man. Shit. That's the right interpretation. Maybe that's where I go next, so I want to see the freighter. And, hopefully less morbid talking, but possibly more morbid talking and commentary. I always wondered how much there was to see and hear in each area, because there are different instances where it cycles out completely different thoughts from the protagonist. I don't know. I'm just here. I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. I venture outward, towards the sea. As the boat creaks, and the fences rot, and the grass. It sure does.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Oh! It's light out there. Is there a buoy? Possibly. I'm gonna have to venture up there then. How close are you gonna let me get? Yeah. I can only go so close here. But we can get nice up close and personal over there. Methinks. Me knows. Well. Me sees. Oh. Boxes. Me sees. In a sense, I'm coming to realize certain times for these videos, I think I just kind of use these as ways to just rattle off thoughts the way one would a journal. If you don't mind that, yippee. If you do mind that, then this ain't a place for thee. I'll be high energy when I need be. I'll be chill when I need be. I'll pull off funny game feats. Or not. I'm just thinking for the moment. My gut instinct tells me to stop for a moment and hit that funny quick save. Just in case. I'll trust my gut feeling. Banging about here and there. If I'm right, I think that is the end-all goal of this whole area, is getting up to the tower. But not yet. Am I supposed to... Wait. Am I supposed
It's only at night that this place makes any sluggish effort at life. You can see the buoy and the aerial. I've been taking to sleeping through the day in an attempt to resurrect myself. I can feel the last days drawing upon me. There's little point now in continuation. There must be something new to find here. Some nook or some cranny that offers a perspective worth clinging to. I've burnt my bridges. I've sunk my boats and watched them go to water.
Hello? I heard like a garbled radio thing at the end of his thoughts. Huh. I got more caught up. What's the word? I got more caught off guard by him saying boy instead of buoy. Have I been saying it wrong? I don't know. Boy, buoy. What was that little garbled radio thing I heard a second ago? Was that in the game? Oh my god, was it in my head? I'm pretty sure it was in the game. Or it might have been. Well, if it picks up in the audio of this later, that'll answer the question very simply. But it's just reminding me now of a strange phenomenon. I remember. Back in, like, my college days. My funny reindeer college days. Back in Chicago. I would listen to music on my earbuds. And sometimes, only sometimes, the earbuds I had then, it would catch on to other fucking shit that was going on in the area. Like, I'd hear, like, a tiny bit of radio stuff. I forget what the phenomenon of that is called. I know it's a thing, and I've experienced it many times before. But I guess the game version of that, whatever its little thing was. What? I was caught on something. The game version of it, whatever little clip it played earlier. It just reminded me of that. Reindeer thoughts. Also, I'm putting two and two together now and realizing I can't go up there right now. Or ever. But I can cut through here. You can cut through. We gotta follow the path 24-7. This is nice. This game always brought me a sort of good peace. It's just, I don't know. It's something I'd love to do someday, just walk around a fucking area like this. Free from the city shit, suburb shit, farm shit. I just want to be in the nature, man. But not for too long. Oh lord, not for too long. Gotta strike a balance. I think I'm realizing that's how I like to do a lot of my life stuff. Striking a balance. This strikes a balance between just walking and thinking. You can't be thinking 24/7. Well, out loud. You can't just be walking 20% either. You gotta stop and think. Maybe combine the two. I don't know. I'm just saying shit. That's a big hole. That's a big hole. Is that my destination? Shit. How close can I... Ooh. Ooh. How close do you let me get?
Is this what Paul saw through his windscreen? Not Lot's wife looking over her shoulder, but a scar in the hillside, falling away to black forever.
We'll go in there later. Not yet. I want to see what's up this way. I see the sun. No, I thought we saw the moon earlier. Maybe we could theoretically see both. I don't know. I want to go up these hills. Music.
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft and understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
Ooh. I'd like to whatever that sound was, sample was, something was. Now, if I remember, I don't think it was this one. Yeah, because there's nothing here. This is just, oh, hey, flashlight. Don't press F. It's just a little stable, right? Oh, those tunes. Those tunes. I love the tunes. But I remember, I think in chapter 3, no, chapter 4 most likely, there's some little secret thing, but I'd only be able to see it if I pulled out the no clip, so probably not. That would ruin the moment for this, for sure, for sure. Do we see the boat and stuff if we look this way? Nope. Wait. Wait. Can I go? Let me keep venturing onward and upward. I want to see the house on the hill. The little lamp in the hill. Light in the window.
The bothy was constructed originally
The
in
bothy.
the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work.
Damn.
He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it.
Damn.
There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Rest easy, Jakobsen. I'm sorry if I just butchered your name after hearing it. That's on me. Yeah. Well, the man's memory is memorial. The man's memory is archived here. In a sense. In a game sense. Oh. I want to see the house first. Just go right in.
My heart is landfill. These false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass. I have always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gulls forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
Heart is a landfill is a hell of a fucking saying. Jesus. Got a photo here. Now, I don't know what exactly this photo is. But it's neat. I have a thought of what they look like, but the tongue does not want to move into word. Red. Heh. No, you're still kicking. Sort of. Maybe not at all. Suitcase. Bed. Well, now I know that is 100 fucking percent in the game. That was, huh? Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. I see. I thought I saw... Hey, birds. I thought I saw something scrawled on here from afar. Blue. A delightful shade of blue. The glow. Part 2. Part 3. Revenge Erection. Whoop. That's radio static, alright. Completely forgotten about the little technological beeps and boop noises. Wait a minute. Of course I'm hearing this shit. I'm venturing towards the fucking radio tower, which is somewhere around that way. Makes sense. That's why I'm hearing it. Well. Am I gonna have to backtrack to that hole? I know there's a cave sec. Speaking of... Oh! Did you see it? Someone walking with a lantern. I never fucking noticed that before. That was fucking cool. Do I get to see you again? Well, I get to see someone later. Walk the path slowly. Oh! I'm just remembering the SOS light from the last video, chapter 1, even. The hermit in the cave, flashing off his little light in Morse code. Probably not SOS, I should just say Morse code, tapping out, light, whatever. But I remember that inspired me for a story thing, where I had something similar going on.
He left his body to the medical school and was duly opened out for a crowd of students 21 days after his passing. The report is included in my edition of his book. The syphilis had torn through his guts like a drunk driver, scrambling his organs like eggs on a plate.
Ugh.
But enough definition remained for a cursory examination, and, as I suspected, they found clear evidence of kidney stones. He's likely to have spent the last years of his life in considerable pain. Perhaps this is the root of his laudanum habit. Although its use makes him an unreliable witness, I find myself increasingly drawn into his orbit.
Damn. But the hermit, and the light, and the Morse code from chapter 1, yonder that way. I remember I used that in a story, but it was more so like, not hills like these, it was more so like, sandy, rock, a Grand Canyon sort of feel. Beyond a big canyon, cave in the wall. Kind of like that, but then it had the light stuff from over there. I'm so happy for the influence I've had on my own works. As little pieces of garbage or something fly through the air. I like this little walk. So I wonder if I could have made this shorter by just jumping in that hole immediately. But then also I could have made it shorter by just darting through the hills and going to that valley thing. I'm not sure why you would want to do that, though. You wouldn't get a chance of music like this.
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. His fingernails were raw and bitten to the quick, They found the phosphorescent moss that grows in the caves deep under the nails. Whatever he'd been doing under the island when his strength began to fail is lost. He'd struggled halfway up the cliff again, perhaps in a delirium, perhaps trying to reach the Bothy's fire before curling into a stone and expiring.
So the Bothy burned, but he froze. Man. There's a lot you can pull from that. Man. Box. Milk cart? Wait. Paint? Spray tube? I don't know. IDK. Oh, there's a boat. Yep. What do you want me to say?
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg.
Oh!
I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the Bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Damn. So I'm walking injured right now. Damn. I can walk a little bit towards this way. Oh. You can see the waves splashing around. Oh, yeah. I don't want to walk into the sea. The option is there, but I don't want to. You can see in the distance, if you look closely, you can see the waves crashing upon those rocks very far off. It's making me think. I really, really need to play Morrowind again sometime. Because it had the sprawled out ocean, and there was just the stray rocks and little islands. And you can actually go to them. Real good exploration stuff. Even if a bit of a pain in the ass at times. But it was still a good time. I could go towards the caves, but I want to go towards this again. It's like a bigger version of the one we saw in Chapter 1. And my little trusty light. I'm not ready to depart this chapter yet. I'm hoping I'm not about to fall into something. Your reward for going out this far. It's all the little Bibles. Think. Wait, nope. No! Your history books. They are history books. Whatever he said back in the Bothy. The music. Hebridean history? I could be butchering it. Interesting. Study thy book. I haven't picked up a history book in so long, and I don't know whether to be grateful or not. I guess in these days, it's just the digital history. I don't miss school stuff, but I do still love learning stuff on my own pace. Maybe I should try going to a local library in this area sometime. I've been to the one back in my old state, and the old states before that, but none in Texas yet. Not yet, at least. Candle. Well, speaking of big hole, well, how long is it? Well, looks like this is going to be a shorter video for sure. Hole! 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 Pretty big hole. We're still descending, I see. Saying no, loading screen. We're falling. We're falling down.
Did Jakobsen crawl this far? Can I identify the scratches his nails ruined into the rocks? Am I following him cell for cell, inch for inch? Why did he turn back on himself and not carry through to the ascent?
We'll find out soon enough. But not now. That was the whole last chapter. We're on chapter 3. And I want to save the adventure for the next day. Goodbye bye. Watch out for big cave holes.